please. Put your hands together for Ronnie D.
That was a kind intro, and I think I would like to return the favor because Chris was talking about Harvey Weinstein. Like, he's not the only one who does and then delivers. Like, how do you guys think I got booked on this live taping here at Bridget's? This fucking beads just bopping up and down on his chest, you know? Keeping the rhythm. It's good stuff. It's been a great show. The energy is high, and I gotta be honest, guys, I do not know how I'm gonna get through this 6 to 7 minutes. Like, I have had one of those days where all I can think about is the cold barrel of a gun against my temple. Okay, guys, fuck, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. Like, it's warm because I've been cradling it for like an hour and 15 minutes. Just like trying to come up with reasons not to pull the trigger. And the best things I could come up with was a bolo tie, you know? Bitch only live once, whatever, I don't know. Dollar store lipstick, yeast infections, right? Yeah, gross, like Jones, ooh, I don't want to think about Ronnie D's underwear looking like a day-old glazed donut. Well, the thing is, that donut might sit in that break room all day long, and you think no one's ever gonna want it, but inevitably, someone's gonna show up shit-faced and eat it anyways, you know? So just call me Krispy Kreme, you know what I'm saying? Like, pour yourself a tall glass of 2% because it's time to blow bubbles in mama's milk, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do that. And here's the thing, don't get freaked out. Guys are freaked out. They don't wanna hear about it. They don't wanna talk about yeast, you know? But they'll drink their beer, and there's yeast in it. They'll eat their bread, and there's yeast in it. Newsflash, fuckers. Yeast grows in dark, warm, moist places, right? So grow it in a petri dish and it's science, but grow it in a cunt and she's a witch! Burn her! Burn her! Ugh. You guys gotta get used to it. Burn her, it's gonna be the new In God We Trust. Which is really the old In God We Trust if we think about it, you know? But don't be fearful, ladies and gentlemen. I am keeping my girl yeast free. I even trimmed my bush recently. Nothing drastic, just took a couple inches off the top, got rid of the rat tail. You know? I didn't want to go too far because she's been primal for a while. Just in case anyone does get down there, I just want to remind them that we were primates. We are primates, you know? It's one of my contributions to science. But I didn't want to go too far because I've grown apart from my girl as I've gotten older, you know? And the worst thing is, I didn't want to take off too much, and then all of a sudden I find out that my pussy has total resting Trump face. You know what I mean? Like the lips just turned horizontal on the axis, sitting back with some self-congratulatory smirk on its face, you know? Taking credit for something a black man did 6 years ago. Just tweeting shit in the middle of the night. Like, stop it! Stop it! I can't have that. I can't have that because I just recently went back out on the dating scene, you know, and that's not going to help me. Like, ooh, don't go down on Ronnie D. She has total yeasty POTUS pussy, you know? It's not going to help me. And I'm sure you guys are saying, Ronnie, your future's so bright. Why do you start dating again? I don't know. I think it's because at this age, it's no longer socially acceptable to cut myself to the Goo Goo Dolls anymore. So, you know, gotta bleed out somehow, guys. Now, I haven't had much luck, you know. And I would say, like, what I've learned about dating dudes in this city is they're either an asshole, a hipster, or an undercover cop, you know? So if they're not banging your obscure best friend before everybody else did, they're framing you for a Class 2 felony narcotics trafficking charge. Okay, this side of the room understands what I'm talking about. This side of the room has been through that phase where you're like, I'm not exactly sure, is this a date or a drug deal? But regardless, someone's sack's getting pinched, you know? Oh, but these motherfuckers, like, why? Why am I doing this to myself? Like, here's the thing about men. Like, I'm trying to communicate better. I'm trying to do it because, as we all know, communication is the most important piece of a relationship. Well, that and emotionally manipulating someone into complete and utter submission, right? At least that's how I've learned how to love, you know? Like, I love you. No, you love you. There is no me. I had some friends tell me I should read that book, The 5 Love Languages. Right? Oh, she's like, yeah, read it. I don't know. I haven't read it. I'm guessing the first 2 are blow. You know, like that. Because that'll get you talking, okay? Usually, it's just about getting another 8-ball, but you're communicating nonetheless, right? Then the other 3 are, he lied. He lied. And oh my fucking God, he lied. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just take, like, the history, right? Dudes weren't trying to go west. They were trying to go north. They fucked up, and they had to come up with some story about westward movement and manifest destiny, right? Meanwhile, I've got a sweet fucking setup in Virginia, man. I'm a teacher. I'm respected. And now I got to parade across the fucking country on your little lie and your little bitch ass. And you're like, shit's hard for me, right? Meanwhile, I'm trying to take a period shit on the prairie in hostile territory. And dudes who've never taken one, it's like trying to like give ass birth to a fucking transformer. And you're just like, oh my God, someone just come here and hold my hand, sing me a spiritual, you know? And this dude over here is just manifest destiny and Indian pussy. These motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But as a woman, we don't want to think that we have like an expiration date. We don't want to think it, but we do. Like my example, maybe like the next handful of years, like if I don't get knocked up, like that's it for me. I will never have an opportunity to kill a baby, you know? I mean, okay, wait, I'm kidding. I can always kill a baby, just not my baby, and that's the kind of baby I want to kill as a liberal. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I want to do. I could have a trunk full of dead babies, but it's not going to mean anything unless I rip it from my own womb, you know? So I don't know if I'm ever going to have children, but like I want to be sure that like if I do want to have children, I have the opportunity. But not having a lot of luck with these dudes, you know? And I don't really trust banking institutions of any kind, you know? But I thought maybe I could rely on, like, frozen sperm, right? And I'm a DIY kind of gal. And gentlemen here at Bridget's, I'm looking around this room. There's a guy leaning in the back wall and those Christmas lights. You guys could be my donors. If you're interested, I got a couple ice cube trays in my purse over there, you know? Maricopa Community College flyer. You can go into the bathroom, do your thing, come out, walk really carefully. I don't want shit mixing. I want purebreds, okay? Then I can pop that stuff in the freezer, and when the mood to procreate strikes, I can pop one out, pop one in, ride a bike to the ceiling, and voila. The miracle of life. But don't get all crazy. You're like, Ronnie D just wants to have babies. No, that's not true. I can have recreational sex with my cum cubes too, you know what I mean? Like I can go down to the dollar store, get a squirt gun, melt a couple in there, you know? Play a sweet fucking song on the clitar, you know what I'm saying? And right before I'm about to come, I can just stop, pull the trigger all over my chest, lay there sticky and unsatisfied, and remember what it's like to be with a man. All right, you guys, thanks so much. I'm Ronnie D.